my friends. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. This is going to be a pajama chat because the girl's sleeping. I went to bed working on one makeup at like 3:20 in the morning, maybe 3:30. So girlfriend is tired. So girlfriend is wearing her pajamas. So I got my PJs on. And I'm excited to chat with you today. So I figured what we would do today is that we would take some time to go through. I thought it might be interesting for you all to know what I brought on my winter vacation because I couldn't bring a lot of stuff. And it was on a cruise, so I brought different things than I did for the summer. Well, some different things than I brought for the summer because it's just a different situation. When I'm going on, going out to dinner for the cruise, I wanted to have some nicer makeup. I wanted to have my lashes, like things like that. I've also gotten some things and, I traded out a couple of things and I thought, it might be interesting to see that. That won't take the entire hour. So I figured after that, we could just do a quick Q&A, just like a free-for-all Q&A kind of situation. We have a lot of new community members, over 8,000 new community members in the last 30 days. So yeah, that's a lot of people. I think about 8,000 people in a room. Like that's a lot of people. So I thought that maybe there might be some new people here or some people that have been around for a while but just had some questions. And it doesn't have to be just for me. It can be for people in the collective brain and I can ask it out and see what people say. So because these chats, I never want to be just about me. It's about the community. Speaking of that, if you don't like a back and forth communication with me and written text, meaning that I'm going to be reading what people say and then I'm going to be reacting to it and responding to it, don't like that format, I totally get it. Not everybody likes it, and that's totally okay. There are 8 other videos on this channel for you to watch in the week. This is the 9th video, and yeah, not everybody has to watch it, but a lot of people do enjoy it, so I do it for people that do enjoy it. So before we get going, I do want to say hello to the people that are here in the collective brain of makeup awesomeness. If you are here on the replay, you are also part of the collective brain in the comment section down below. So hello to Debbie Green, Abby, good morning to you. Liz, good morning to you. Welcome back. Daniela and Flory, good morning to you. One of our fabulous What's Up in Makeup official reporters. Jana, good morning. Ashley, Rin, Kelly, and Woodland and Whisk, good morning to you. Alia Rose, welcome back, my friend. Jenny Lee, good morning to you. Judy Lee and Julie Lute. We got Jenny Lee, we got Judy Lee, and we got Julie Lute. Welcome back also to Julie Lute. And anybody else that I didn't realize is back, welcome back to you. Deanna, good morning to you. Mary Ann, Maria, April, Julia, Ashley, Jane Lee, Kelly Bean is in the house. Chelsea and Thies. Ooh, I like that. Thies. I'm going to say Thies. I don't know if I'm saying it right. I hope I am. Loving Beauty and Reading Mom in the house. Kiki's here. Roseanne and the Real Carolina Queen. If I didn't say hello to you, good morning to you. Thank you so much for being here. And I can't believe that I've got this much energy with running on not much sleep. I've been taking really good care of myself recently, making sure I get at least 7 hours of sleep a night. So I think that that's helping me a lot. And I know for some people, 7 hours isn't a lot. For me, that's a lot. For years, I've been running on 5 to 6 hours of sleep every night. So it's been nice to get a more human amount of sleep. All right. Patricia's here from Brazil. Hello to Patricia. We almost went to Brazil once. And it didn't work out, and I was really sad we didn't end up getting to go to Brazil. We ended up going to Iceland instead, but one day I would love to go to Brazil. We have friends and neighbors from Brazil, and we've heard good things about visiting Brazil, so I would love to visit one day. All right, so let's start with eyeshadow palettes. Let's just jump right in. Chocolate Gold palette, which was in my favorites and fails video. Not favorites and fails. I was called favorites and fails. My 2018 favorites video. Definitely a top eyeshadow palette of the year. While I'm talking about it here, I would love if you would type any thoughts you have down in the collective brain, and I'll pop over and see what y'all are saying. The reason why I love this, and I mentioned this in my favorites video, is that I feel like this is a great travel palette in the sturdiness of it. I don't think I mentioned that part, but it's like it doesn't open unless you really want it to open, which I love. I also just love the pigmentation of the foiled shadows in here. We'll just swatch like this guy. I mean, really, they really did a nice job on these foileds, and they're not uber soft. Usually when you get foileds like this, they're like Super, super soft. Let's swatch this purple one. I love that purple one. They're usually really soft, and they're like ABH shadows, super, super soft. Hopefully I can show these to you after I swatch them. And that's not really, it's not a good angle or something. There we go. Now you can see the shine, especially on these guys up here. You can really see the shine. I'm going to lose my train of thought multiple times today, I can tell, because I'm sleepy. Let me get my little rag here. But yeah, they're not super soft. So they don't make a big mess, which is nice for travel, to not have to worry about a bunch of fallout in the pan. You know what I'm saying? But I really love this eyeshadow palette. In that video, I am wearing this palette, and it's such a light, more natural look. You can get beautiful natural looks out of this, but you can also go in with some brighter colors. You can go in with some more muted colors. It's just a fantastic palette. Wear time is amazing. Just a really, really good palette overall. Let's go ahead and see what people are saying. Glass says, I need to use my chocolate gold more. I bought it on sale at Ulta in the summer, but I've only used it a couple of times. Girlfriend or boyfriend, you got to get it in there. Get it in there. Because it really is fun to play with. Alia Rose says she didn't like the chocolate gold as much as she thought she would. Oh, that's a bummer. Nikki says, good morning from Toronto. Good morning to you. Deanna says, you make you want to use the chocolate gold today. Well, if you do, definitely make a comment on my video. You can go over to Twitter and you can share your picture with me. I would love that. I'm not on Instagram a ton, but on Twitter, I'm over there all the time. You can always feel free to send me pictures over there. I love seeing people's pictures. Flory says she wore the chocolate gold on New Year's Eve. Nice. Beauty Over 50 says doesn't own that one. April, Too Faced shadows don't work for me. They always fade away. Really? You know what's funny is I do feel like I didn't do an ingredient analysis on this because I didn't do a full review of this. But I feel like this formula is different than, like, let's say the original chocolate bar formula. I feel like this one, especially now that it's older, really fades on me pretty quickly. So I don't think that it's the same. I think this is a new thing, but I really need to look into it and really see whether it's a, you know, a different formula or not. All right, let's go ahead and move on to the Sultry palette, which was also in my favorites video. You know, when I did the video comparing all of the eyeshadow palettes, I felt like, not eyeshadow palettes, but all of the Anastasia eyeshadow palettes, I compared all of them really, but I kind of left Prism and Subculture out a little bit because they're very, very different formulas, and it seems like they're going out of the line. So I focused mostly on the newer palettes, Modern Renaissance. I kind of don't feel like I showed this one as much love as it deserves. It's really a good palette. It's the biggest complaint I have about it is the kick up in the pan. Lots of kick up in the pan, even when you're gentle. But man, are these fun to play with. They're very, very pigmented. I love bright foiled shadows. If that's not you, you probably won't really like this very much because I don't think there's a way to really dull down the shine of some of these shimmers. And that's half the palette is these foiled shades. So if you don't like a lot of shine, you probably don't want to get this. Probably not for you. But the mattes in here are also excellent. If you just want to use like one little bit of shine and then go with the mattes are fantastic. It's a really wonderful palette. I'm so excited to see what ABH comes out with in the new year. They're so creative. They do unique things in a place where it's very difficult to do something unique, and I give them a lot of credit for that. Let's see. The Real Carolina Queen, I like the Sultry, but the colors are hard for me to make a look. Really? Interesting. I haven't had that trouble. Well, you know what? I kind of see what you're saying because I find that I'm out of focus. I find that I create the same look over and over again with this palette. Even though I know there's plenty of looks you can create with it, I always kind of do the same thing with or without bloom. Sometimes bloom's there, sometimes it isn't. You know, I set up my base with, you know, dystopian and either twig or birch. Sometimes we'll use a little noir to deepen it further. And then I just pick one of these shiny guys. You know, sometimes it's a little pinker, sometimes a little golder, sometimes a little browner. A little bit of brow bone highlight-ish action going on there, but I do kind of do the same look over and over again. So I can see where it doesn't really lend itself to a ton of creativity, but I like it. I do. I do. AJ, one of our fabulous reporters, she says, I'm so tempted to get the ABH Soft Glam. I really like it a lot. I do. I honestly do. Not to encourage you to purchase something, but I do like it. Hello to Norway. Alice is here. Jennifer says, I'm dying to get the Norvina palette. I actually have no ABH palettes. Norvina is really a nice palette. It's very nice. I really like it. Especially if that color scheme, I feel like that one's probably the most creative of all of them. Definitely. Bree says both sultry and soft glam are beautiful. Want to get the Norvina palette, but only so much room for palettes. Yep, I feel you. Totally feel you. All right, now let's go ahead and go into the blush highlighter palette that I brought. This was sent to me in PR. I'm going to try to remember to tell you everything that was sent in PR. So far, everything I've purchased. This was sent in PR. Lorac did send me their holiday collection, but they sent it super late. So it was kind of like, I think I had like a week before Christmas, and it was after Hanukkah. It's like, only do so much at that point, but I do appreciate them sending it because I can tell you about it. It may end up going on sale. A lot of times Lorac stuff will go on sale after a while. I will tell you that the blush highlighter palette is one of my favorite things in that collection. The eyeshadow palette it's kind of dull in my opinion. It's kind of boring. I can go get it and show you. It's just kind of meh. But the blush palette is very nice. I don't think that Lorac's strength is creating face palettes for deeper skin tones. It's just not a strength. I feel like this one might work. Like I'll show you the darker shades. I mean, I can swatch them for you. These are all the blush shades on my skin tone. But they're really not, they're buildable, which is good. But I feel like, so it's like, I mean, these look beautiful on me. This one maybe might show up. Let me double dip because they are buildable. If I can remember what order I went in. Oh, I think I went in this order. I went out of order. Yes, I went in that order. Okay. Okay, there's a double swatch. So you can see the pigmentation. I mean, but to just, if you have a deeper skin tone, to just buy it for like one shade, not really worth it unless you get it on deep discount. But I mean, lasting power is wonderful. It's really, really good. The highlights in here are beautiful. I feel like it reminds me of the one that they came out with from the Pirates of the Caribbean palette, which I loved. There are the highlights. Let me see if I can get the shine on those for you. So you can see they're beautiful on the cheek. Absolutely beautiful. But it reminds me of that formula from the, I don't know if it is the same formula or not, from the Lorac Pirates of the Caribbean palette. And I really, really love that. Let me get the eyeshadow palette just so you can see it because it's right here. Let me see if I can get that far without unplugging my microphone. Yep. Okay. Just so you can see what it looks like. It's okay. I honestly, like, it ends up being dark. Like it just ends up being dark. The colors kind of muddy together for me. I've only used it, I think, twice. I haven't used every shade in the palette yet. I haven't used this Azure shade yet. I haven't used Smoked Plum yet. I haven't used Slate Blue or Cosmic or Royalty. So there's a lot of these that I haven't used. You can kind of see which ones I've dipped into. But my first two impressions of this was that it was just kind of meh. But I really didn't do this enough for a full review. Like that's really very much a first impression kind of situation. So I can't give you a full detailed review. That was just the one or two times that I used it. It was just kind of like me. Wasn't amazing. But I've got something else from that collection I'm going to show you in a bit when I get to that. That little pocket in my thing my mom gave me. My mom gave me this little this container for Christmas last year, and I misplaced it, and I felt so bad. She was like, "Jenny, did you how are you liking that that case I got you for Christmas?" And I was like, and I couldn't remember. I was like, "Oh my gosh!" After Christmas, I put it away with my stuff. And I forgot about it. And I was like, oh my gosh, I have this case. So I brought it on the cruise with me. This is by a brand called Joy. Mangano, maybe? It's a little smooshy. It's right there. I don't know where she got it, but I liked it a lot. Worked great. Let's go ahead. Actually, you know what? Let me see if there's anything going on in the collective brain for this stuff. Let's see. Deanna says, I need to get a new blush palette. Any suggestions from the collective brain? I like Tarte, but I'm open to ideas. I really like the Lorac formula. Let's see. ABH, Juvia's Place. Lorac is great if you can find a good blush palette from them. Becca, if you can find one of their blush palettes, those are usually good. I haven't tried any of their newer blush palettes, though. Tarte makes great blushes, especially in the palettes. I find I like those better than the ones that are singles for some reason, which is super weird. This here is my spider box, where I keep all my spiders. That's where they live. The way that I store my lashes is like this. Isn't it beautiful? So organized, right? What I do is I take my lashes off and I pick off as much glue as I can, and then I smash them together to keep them together so that I know where the pair is in my spider box. So these are all my current lashes that I have already trimmed, because already trimmed lashes on vacation is important to me. Oh, I have them right here. So this was a set that I honestly cannot recommend more. One of these is in my purse right now, and it's all the way downstairs, so I'm not going to get it. But the Lorac Lipstick Set that came with the holiday line. You get 5 lipsticks for 25 bucks. They're full size. They're beautiful. Let me swatch them for you. Again, this is all of them except for one. This is Mama Bear. Looks like this. They're so creamy. The only thing that I would say could be improved is the dry down on it. It can be, not dry down, but the longer it's on your lips, the more it feels a little bit dry. This one's called Trendsetter, the second one. So it's a little more brown. This one's a little more peachy. Not peachy, but a little more pinky. Not peach, pink. And then this one is called Fashionista. I'm so mad the other one's in my purse. This one's a little deeper. This one I love. I love these kinds of colors, these like mauve-y, browny kinds of colors. And then this one is a beautiful red. It's called Siren. It's gorgeous. This one's pulling a little bit because these are matte lipsticks, I believe. Matte trans lipsticks, I believe. No? Maybe not. I don't know. They feel matte, especially this one feels matte. But those don't look matte. I was thinking they were matte. Matte trans, I think, is something else. I don't know why I'm saying matte trans. I think that's something else. Less sleep. You have to, you know, take me with a grain of salt today. But yeah, they're just absolutely beautiful. I really, really love them. Especially for $5 a piece. Like, if I didn't have a large makeup collection, those would be my everyday. Especially the more natural looking colors. Hey, oh my gosh, I love you. My husband brought me a lipstick from my purse. Wow, that's special. That's extra special. This one is called Secret Agent. There you go. The other one was more of like a pinky brown. This one's more of like a true brown. That was special. I don't know what I did to deserve that man, but I'm thankful every day. I actually have engraved in his wedding ring, it says thankful for every day, which was what I got engraved in his wedding ring before we got married. And mine says BFF forever. So, but anyway. Oh my God, I love him so much. That was really nice. Okay, let's see. I need to try more drugstore makeup in 2019. Deanna says, did anyone try the Wet n Wild makeup locker? I have not. I need to. April says Secret Agent, man. I know, right? Oh, Queen Anna. But yeah, what was I gonna say? I need to. There have been some really interesting drugstore makeup releases. There's that. What is it? There's a Wet n Wild skincare product that's in What's Up in Makeup Today that sounds really interesting. They like mentioned peptides and like all kinds of stuff, and I was like, oh, that sounds interesting. And then there's the one primer that's like it looks like the Tatcha one. It'd be really cool to see like dupe wise whether it's the same or not. Very interesting. All right, so let's move on. Oh, Samantha Riley is here. I haven't seen you in forever. How are you? So good to see you. Samantha says, my lashes never made it into that box. If I scroll down, I'm going to lose it, I think. I swear I picked something and it scrolled down. I knew I was going to lose it. So upset. But good to see you, Samantha. All right, so I brought for eyeshadow primer my Ulta eye primer in Nude Matte. This is a fantastic eye primer if you have an Ulta or you buy it online. This is one that mutes out discoloration a bit. If you've never heard me talk about this, it is fantastic for a drugstore eye primer. don't know if you can see that it does mute out discoloration a bit. It's just wonderful. So I brought that. Let's see. Oh, there's Samantha. Oh, love bag. Alyssa says, I'm searching for the perfect pinky nude for my mom in the drugstore brand. That's specifically what she asked for her birthday this month. Well, are you talking about for lips? Because these are drugstore priced, $25 for 5 of them. And again, that was sent to me in PR, but I mean, they're really good lipsticks. And I'm not getting paid to say this. No sponsorship, I promise. If we're going to do a sponsor video, I would have had them sent to me earlier because then I would have been able to actually review it. Alicia, I think is how you pronounce it. I have not tried the P. Louise. That thing came out of nowhere. That P. Louise primer, I don't even know. Maybe I need to get it because everybody's talking about it. Everybody and their grandmother is talking about that. I was thinking P. Louise. P. Louise everywhere. Oh my gosh. All right, for mascara, I brought the Maybelline Total Temptation, not for any particular reason other than it's fine. I mostly brought this so that I could wear it under my false lashes, but I only ended up wearing false lashes once, or did I even wear my false lashes at all? I think I wore them one night, that last night. I think I wore false lashes. But other than that, I just wore this. It's an okay mascara. It's a little bit clumpy, but it's good. It's a good mascara. It's not great, but it's good. I like it. Oh, I think this was sent to me in PR too, I think. This was the one and only thing Maybelline ever sent me in PR. But it's good. Am I going to make a whole video about it? Nope. But it's good. Queen Anna says, how long was your trip? It was 3 days. It was 3 days and 2 nights. Is that right? 3 nights? So we spent 2 days in the Bahamas. So we got on the boat Friday, slept on the boat Friday night, got up Saturday morning, slept, Sunday morning, slept, and then got off the boat Monday morning. So whatever that ends up being. It was short, but it was fun. All right, for foundation, I brought a tinted moisturizer because I didn't want anything foundation-y. I mean, I'm on a boat. I don't want like heavy, cakey foundation. So I brought the Laura Mercier Tinted Moisturizer Oil-Free. This I got, my shade is 201 Blush. I got this at the VIB Rouge sale. I'm really, really enjoying it. I remember when I first said I was purchasing this, some people were saying they didn't like it. I love this. There's nothing, I have no complaints about this. It's got a nice light coverage, exactly what I wanted it to have. I'm glad I got it on sale for 20% off. But I really like it. It's good. I like it. For lash glue, I brought the Tarteist Pro lash glue. This was given to me by my neighbor. She had an extra one. She walked it by my house because she watches the channel occasionally. And hello, if you're watching. I don't want to say her name just in case she doesn't want her name on camera, but this is good. It's a good lash glue. I wouldn't say that it is, well, I would say this is probably one of my favorites right now. It's a good lash glue. It holds my lashes on for the most part. Every once in a while, my lashes will pop up a little bit by the end of the day. But it's a good lash glue. I like it. It's good stuff. DJ's wife says, anyone use eyelash primer? My girls both got one in a sub box. There are 2 different brands, but their lashes look amazing with it. I've never tried one, and I don't see many others using it. I used to use the one by Lancome, and I really, really like the one by Lancome. I really like that one, the Souls Booster XL, but I didn't think it was necessary. Like, it was one of those where it's nice, but not necessary. For me, at least. I have little short, stubby lashes, though. Good morning, Corey. How are you? Afrest. Wait, hold on. Afrest, I'm going to say. Hopefully I got that right. Lash Paradise works great. The formula is a bit wet. Yes. Mine is a little bit old, so mine is not as wet as it used to be, but it is good. It is good. Leslie likes the Kiss Lash Glue. That's awesome. Very cool. Okay, let me put put that down. I think I put that in there by mistake. Never mind. I thought something and then it wasn't it. That I didn't take. Okay, lip gloss. I brought the Milk Makeup Holographic Gloss. This is in, I don't know, the peachy shade. What's it called? Oh, my eyeballs. Mars is what it's called. It's not holographic. It's not even iridescent. It's just like a light, peachy, shiny. Show what it looks like. Just kind of looks like that. I just needed a gloss. And I like this one. It's nice. It's nice and comfortable. Has like a Skittles. It smells like Skittles. It smells exactly like it. I just want to taste the rainbow now. It smells just like Skittles. Smells like it on my hand too. It smells a little more vanilla on my hand than it did in the tube. It smells more like Skittles in the tube. But it's just got a really nice shine, super comfortable. I really like Milk Makeup lip glosses. Are they out of this world outstanding that you have to go out and buy them? No, but they're very nice. If you happen to run into one and you need a gloss, I recommend them. The Tattoo Liner by Kat Von D. This was the anniversary one. This is my go-to liquid eyeliner. Works great. It's fantastic liquid eyeliner. It's got a really fine point, which I really like. Let me do a little zoop. And it's a brush tip, which I prefer over a felt tip because the brush tip will bend to the skin where the felt tip is hard. So I don't know if you can see it. Let me see if I can get it closer. There we go. You can see how it bends. And that makes it a lot easier to put on. And it's just blackety black and it's good and it lasts all day and it does what it's supposed to do. This is something I did not use on vacation that I planned to use and didn't use. This was from BoxyCharm. This is the Glitter Drops by Cover FX. And what shade is this? I don't even know. Does it even say on it? Shake well before use. Made in Italy. I don't know what shade this is. Nova, maybe? I don't know. But I didn't end up using it. This stuff scares me, man. This stuff freaks me out. It's so loud. Put a little bit on my hand and it's like, it's so loud. Yeah. It's really, and it's kind of deep. I don't know. This stuff scares me. I've heard people have used this on their eyes. I did try it on my eyes once and my eyes creased, like my shadow creased really, really bad. So I'm like hesitant to use it on my eyes because it's got like an oiliness to it. I don't know. I'm hesitant to use it again on my eyes. I mean, it's beautiful. I put it all over my chest and we can glow. We can be in our pajamas and glow. Did anybody have success with that stuff? I need to use it more before my BoxyCharm review. I didn't do a December one because I just ran out of time. But we'll do double in end of January. I need to dip into my BoxyCharms more because I've been neglecting them. But that's the one thing in my BoxyCharm from, was it November? Whenever the glow one was. I think it was November. It's the only thing I didn't really use enough to give a review on. And that's why I brought it on my vacation, was so that I would use it, so that I'd be ready to review BoxyCharm when I got back, and then I realized it was just too late. All right, so Julep No Excuses Invisible Sunscreen Gel. I use this as my face sunscreen. I love this stuff. It's super fab. It doesn't have a scent. It works great. You can see I didn't get burnt. It's broad spectrum, UVA, UVB, SPF 40. And it's super fab. And I use it on my kids too, on their faces. I don't like to spray sunscreen or put like chemically sunscreen on my face. The ones like that get all white and make you look all creepy. Like this is like a clear gel. So it doesn't, you don't have to worry about it making you look creepy. So that's a positive. It's super fab. Better Off Fred, hello. Hello, my friend. Love the glitter drops. A little goes a long way. You can chill it out a bit with some powder on top. Okay. I have to try it. I have to do it. Julie says I got Boxy Luxe in December. It's well worth the extra cost. Nice. Yeah, I'm thinking about maybe getting Boxy Luxe in 2019. Chris says I like the Holika Cushion Sunscreen. I've never tried that one. The sunscreen is by Julep, and it's called No Excuses. And it's super fab. And I'm really sad in the news today. We talked about how Julep is not doing well and how they were sold. It looks like Julep specifically was sold from the parent company, which makes me so incredibly sad because their current program is really wonderful. Their Maven program for $21 a month. I've been getting Julep for years and years and years. Most of these nail polishes behind me are Julep. You get 3 products for like $20 a month, $21, $20 a month, something like that. And you get to choose what you want. So if I run out of sunscreen, I can pick sunscreen to get. I can pick a top coat if I need a top coat. And you just get 3 products. And they have makeup products. The makeup products are hit and miss, but the nail polishes are super, super fab. You just want to make sure you look at the swatches because some of them are more sheer than others. Some of them dry down to a more matte finish. And some of them, I mean, they've got different effects and things. So you just want to make sure you look at the swatches before you pick them. But it's so good. And I have a feeling prices are going to go up. Because right now, it's super cheap. And then they have the mystery boxes that are like $30, $35, something like that, and you get over $100 worth of stuff. I have a feeling those are going to go away because I don't know how they can be making a profit on those things. So I'm very sad. I really do love Julep. I did a sponsor video for them years ago, and I wish I could do more because I genuinely love their product. Let's see. Jacqueline says, I was under the impression the clear SPFs were chemical sunscreens. The ones that are white are physical. Okay, probably. Maybe. I don't know. I honestly don't know. That's one thing in skincare that I don't know a lot about. But all I know is it works. I didn't go in the water, though. So if that environmentally makes anybody feel better. I didn't go in the water. I don't know. I need to look more into that because I don't know a lot about chemical versus physical sunscreens. One day I tried to look it up, but because I've never done a video on it, like I've never really, I feel like it's something I should know, you know? Like I feel like it's something I should know. And I just don't. It's just, I just never spent hours looking it up, you know? Nikki says white sunscreen usually contains zinc, which is a physical blocker. Okay, yeah, I don't know. That's what Nikki said. Susan says, Jen, love your views. Thank you so much. Thank you. I try to be spot on and professional as much as possible. Afra says, you can tell if it's chemical versus physical in the ingredients. Well, I don't even know. There's no ingredients. Oh, it says, okay, here we go. Active ingredients, avobenzone, 3%, homosalate, 8%, octasalate, 5%, and octocrylene, 2.6%. I don't know what those mean. I could Google it, but I don't want to waste your time with Googling it. I'll Google it later. All right, so because chemical, then Aaron says, okay. Afra says you gave a chemical sunscreen. Okay, well, there you go. Now we know. And Nikki says chemical. See, y'all know this stuff. Good for y'all for knowing, because it's just something I've never looked into. All right, so for my arm, because you guys know my arm I had some damage to my skin on my arm from doing the James Charles video. I brought this because I had a sample of it from Aveeno. It's the Skin Relief Gentle Scent Lotion because my arm is still a little bit dry from that video. It's mostly healed. I was freaking out because one of my moles on my arm turned black. I was freaking out, turned black. I was like, oh my God, I have to go home. I have to make an appointment with the dermatologist. Oh my gosh, I'm freaking out. And then I realized that for whatever reason, when I was doing the swatches on my arm, I must have rubbed that spot raw and actually like it was a scab that came off. And now it's better. Like there's no weird mole there anymore. I was freaking out. Oh my gosh. But anyway, long story short, too late. I brought this Aveeno sunscreen lotion. It's nice. I don't know. I didn't really look into the ingredients. I just need something to moisturize my arm. So I brought that. Oh, man. Anna says not all mineral sunscreen is white. Supergoop has one that's not white and is mineral. Well, that's good to know. Got the Misa has real good sunscreen video. Thank you, DJ's wife. Oh, hi, Jen. I know you. Nico, I'm a newbie. What's this all about? We do live chat every Sunday. Every Sunday at 10 a.m. We just have a topic and we chat and we hang out. That's what this is all about. It's just chatting and hanging out. Welcome. Happy to have you here. Moving on. Eyebrows. Foolproof Brow Powder by Benefit. This is what I brought on my vacation. Oh my gosh, someone left a comment on my favorites video. You love things so much, but it doesn't even look like you use them. I swear I use these things. I swear. But like, it just doesn't make marks in it. Where I don't know. I don't know why it doesn't look like it's super used. I don't know. Maybe because I don't know, but because I use this thing all this thing in time. I don't know, maybe I'm just gentle with it. It doesn't take a lot of product to fill my brows. Maybe that's why, but it was like so weird. They're like, with the Too Faced eyeshadow palette and with this, like they were like accusing me basically of like lying that I actually use the products. Like, girlfriend, you must be new. Girlfriend, you must be new. Renee says 10 a.m. because it's only 7:35 a.m. here in San Francisco. Yes, 10 a.m. is Eastern time, which is where I'm at because I'm in the Baltimore area. But yeah, Foolproof Brow Powder. It's my favorite brow powder now. I've had lots of favorite brow powders over the years, and this looks the most natural on me. That's why it's my favorite. What brush do I use for brows? Well, I'm so happy you asked. I do have brushes in here to show you. I purposely tried to keep my brushes in here so I could show you. I'll show you the one that I brought for brows. This one is the one I brought from Alamar that I got in BoxyCharm. This is the Alamar one. Really for brows, all I need is like something like this, something that's not too thin. And I just, it can be angled, it can be flat, but this is the shape I use. But I have a ton of brushes. This isn't the only one I use, but I like this. Hey, Cheyenne, good to see you. It's okay that you're late. It's no problem. Kiki says, shout out to Maryland. I'm originally from Columbia. Howdy, neighbor. Oh, I think I brought this one too. This one is a JCat Beauty one. It's so broken. I don't even know why I still have this. Look. Oh, it's not. This thing has come off like a bunch of times, and maybe it's finally. Oh, there you go. Yeah, look. I knew there was a part of it that was broken. It's so wobbly and terrible. But it works. So there's another example of a brow brush that I use. I really don't think you need a fancy brow brush. What I really look for in a brow brush is something that's stiff. It has to be stiff, and it has to be like either angled or flat like that, and like about that kind of length. But yeah, this is my spoolie. Hannah says, do you use pomade? No, not anymore. I don't like the way it makes my brows look. My favorite pomade that I ever tried was from, oh, what's the name of that brand? Hold on, let me get it. I'll get it and show you. It's right here. Hold on. Where are you? Oh man, of course I can't find it because I haven't used pomade in forever. There is one that I really like. What's the name of the brand? I can't remember. Oh, is this it? No, darn. Should be right here. Why isn't it here? Oh, that makes me so sad. Okay, I don't want to waste your time. I can't remember, but it was this little indie brand, and they made such a good brow pomade. Oh my gosh. I can't remember what it was called. It's making me so sad. But the Anastasia one is pretty good. It's just really intense. It's too dramatic. Exactly, Judy. It's too dramatic for me. Yeah, absolutely. Love to England, Hannah. Absolutely. Let's see. Carmen, hi Jen. When are you making a video with Stephanie Nicole? That would be bomb. I did make a video with Stephanie Nicole about a year ago in November. I flew out to San Francisco and made a video with her. And it's a super fab video. There's one on her channel and one on mine. We haven't talked much recently, but last time I talked to her, she was doing well. She had just moved. That was quite a while ago. Unfortunately, we haven't touched base in a while, but she's a beautiful, wonderful person. Wonderful person. Brow gel to set brows, Jennifer. The 24-hour brow setter by Benefit's my favorite. And that's my favorites video that just went live. So I tell all the details on there. I don't want to repeat it since I just said it like in another video, but it's there. Skip ahead buttons in the video description if you want to just go straight there. Okay, since we're talking about brushes, let's go into brushes. This is a Moda brush. This says highlight and glow, but I use this for under eye setting powder specifically. Love it for that. I'm try to zip through these. This one, I believe I got in BoxyCharm as well. Hashtag INM heart. Either BoxyCharm or maybe this was, you know what? I think I got this in Ipsy. This is just a nice flat packing shader brush. I brought my Sigma E40, which is a wonderful blending brush. It's super, super fab. I brought this one from Luxie. This is a mini angled eye brush. This is number 131. It's really great for getting product right in the crease and then blending it out with the E40. It's super, super fab. Also from Luxie, these came in BoxyCharm recently. This is the one, this is 121 too. Oh, this is 131. This is 121. This is for like detailed blending, like in one little spot, because like big brushes like this are really hard to control. So like this is for like big areas. This is for small areas. I love these little brushes. And this also is for like detailing, especially for like outer corner detailing. This one works really well. This is the Luxie 111 mini flat angled. I also brought from Sigma the E30 brush. It's a pencil brush. And then this one, a blending brush from Sigma. This is the E25. Sigma brushes are super fab. Super fab. But it's one of those ones that's like rounded at the top. So it's really good for like getting in the crease because it's got like almost like a little point. So you can like blend here for a little more detailing, which is very, very nice. Now, what face brushes did I bring? I'm so glad you asked. I brought, of course I brought this. It is my Air Touch rotating makeup brush. It sounds super inappropriate. I've talked about this. This will be the 4th or 5th video I've talked about this in. It's in my favorites video. I'm not going to go into it, but this thing is awesome. Really difficult to find. I got it as seen on TV store. It's fab. It's good for powders. It's good for cream. It's got a cream brush head here. Super, super awesome. I also brought, that I put over here because I use it, my Eve Pearl fan brush for highlighter, which is incredible. I love this brush. I've had it for years and years and years, and it's awesome. Okay. Queen Anna, you're so funny. All right, Jennifer, I want one of those brushes ever since you first tested it out. Yeah, it's pretty fun. Kitty says, LOL, the noise of the brush in the room while traveling. I just pretended like, you know, maybe people couldn't hear me through the walls. So funny. All right. I also brought, speaking of that brush being amazing, the Fenty contour stick in the shade Amber. I really wanted to put this in my yearly favorites video, but I feel like I don't know. I kind of just got it. I really love it though. There just wasn't enough room for everything. But this is a fantastic product. This was recommended to me by Marlena from Makeup Geek, and I'm so incredibly thankful. It's really, really good. I want to get to some Q&A, so I'm trying to zip through this stuff pretty quickly. Loving Beauty says, I bought the Delium eye set and I'm so happy that it's good because it was a bit of an investment for me. I've heard good things about Delium eyeshadow brushes and face brushes, but I don't own any. I don't know. I can't speak to them. I did bring 2 perfumes. These are both from Scentbird. I've had a Scentbird subscription since, I don't even know, definitely since I was in my old house. Forever. But thankfully I don't pay for it because they have this program where for every referral you get, you don't have to pay. You get a free perfume. I'm not part of their affiliate program where you get money for referrals. So when I did my video, like I did a video on their product, I think they sent me a free one. They sent me a free month, and I did a video on it, and I got like 75 or 80 referrals. So I got like 75 or 80 months free. And then every once in a while I still get a referral. So that gives me another month. So basically I have like free Scentbird for life, and I'm so stinking thankful. But that's for anybody that has one. Like if you sign up for Scentbird, you get one of those codes. Everybody gets one. So let me tell you the perfumes that I would pay full price though. Let me rewind. I would pay full price if I wasn't getting them for free because of the referrals. Definitely, because I think this is a fantastic subscription. Hashtag totally 100% not sponsored. They've actually offered to sponsor my videos, and I've told them no because I don't see any reason for a perfume video. I may do one in the future because I think people might be interested in my favorite perfumes, but can't smell through the camera. I find it hard. So maybe one day, just not today. This is Tom Ford's Black Orchid. This is my favorite. It's very earthy. It's very warm. It's very, not earthy. It's very warm, but very sweet. It's got some vanilla, some deep like plummy fruits in it. Smells really good, super sexy, but not patchouli. I do not like patchouli. I know a lot of people love patchouli. I hate patchouli. That's one thing I can tell you I absolutely hate is patchouli. There may be some patchouli in there, but I can't smell it if there is. The other one that I brought is another favorite. This is English Laundry's signature for her. And this one is softer, lighter, more of a daytime, but still very sexy. And that's kind of what I'm into right now. I used to really dig on like those fruity floral scents. And now I'm digging on the sexy scents. Maybe because I'm getting older, I'm like, yeah, in my prime, girlfriend or boyfriend, I'm in my prime. I need a sexy scent. Alicia says, my new fave is Flower Bomb Nectar. Oh, I haven't smelled that one. Erica says, I really like Define Me perfumes. Catherine, I love the is it Bulgari? I think. There are no vowels in that word. Stacy doesn't like patchouli. Stephanie says, the only patchouli I like is Bath & Body Works Calmness Patchouli and Vanilla. I'll have to smell that. Samantha says you need to try Chance. Oh, Tender. Okay, cool. Mental note. Happy New Year, Goddess 131. Alessa says my favorite is Alessia. I'm going to get it. My favorite is This Is Her by Zadig and Voltaire. Good to know. Deanna doesn't like patchouli either. Amy doesn't like patchouli, so I'm not the only one. Not the only one. All right, so the last pocket is skincare and hair care. I'm not going to show the skincare because I want to do a full review of my current skincare routine, and I'll spoil the whole thing for you if I show it to you now. I'm going to spoil it for you. So I'll show you the hair stuff that I brought. Oh my gosh, I got these clips. These are from Drybar. You don't need Drybar ones, but these are the ones that hairdressers use for your hair. I use these when I wash my face. Super, super fab. I don't know what I did before I had these. I also have one of these downstairs in my kitchen. So when I'm cooking, I can just go like this and like put my hair up like this while I'm cooking so that my hair doesn't get in the food. I like it so much better than a hair tie, like for while I'm cooking and when I'm washing my face. It's just so much easier. So love those, but you don't need dry bar ones. You can get them like super cheap. I think I got them from Birchbox points or something. I don't think I paid for them because I think I got them with Birchbox points. But dollar ones, I'm sure would be just as good. Just as good. Heather loves Illicit by Jimmy Choo. Smells like old lady when you first spray it. But when it settles, it smells amazing. Well, you know, maybe it's just you that's making it smell amazing. You know, I don't know. I've never smelled it. But you know how scents change on your skin? So maybe you have like this magical skin that turns anything that smells like old lady into beautiful, like gorgeousness. And when I say old lady, I'm talking about old lady in an unflattering, oh man, that sounds terrible. So old lady is not bad. Like when because I think with scents, we all know what it means when we say old lady. I don't want to be offensive to anybody. I feel like I'm being offensive. Open mouth, insert foot. But I think y'all know what I'm saying. Like when I say old lady, like my grandmother, she's about to turn 90. Like, and I wouldn't put an old lady scent on her. You know, like I wouldn't buy her an old lady scent because old lady scents don't smell good. I would buy her something light and fresh and fruity and floral and beautiful, just like she is, you know? Hopefully I'm coming through clear on that. Because I don't think old lady is an insult. But when it comes to perfumes, it is. I hope y'all get me on that one. I'm gonna sound like a terrible person. Crystal says old lady to me smells like Avon perfumes like back in the day. Yes. Or like perfumes that are gone bad because they're so old. Alyssa says my grandma's scents remind me of playing in her basement as a kid. That's what I think of when I think of old lady. Yeah. Like white diamonds. I feel like, yeah, like white diamonds. I have white diamonds. I have yellow. There's a yellow diamonds one that I got. I don't think I have white diamonds. I have yellow diamonds. It's not good. It's not good at all. All right, hair. Real quick. Living Proof. Perfect Hair Day. 5-in-1. Styling treatment. I got this sample somewhere. It's not a full size. I like it. It's pretty good. I knew my hair was going to have issues, so I brought that. I also brought this. This is by Rusk. It's the Elixir Mist. It's just for like added extra shine. So it's like got this cool mist. I don't know if you can see it. You probably can't even see it. I'm like spraying it on my floor. But it doesn't make a sound or anything. It's like just like this mist that you put on your hair and it just gives you extra shine. But if you put on too much, it makes your hair look greasy, so be careful. But I do like it. And then I brought some Burt's Bees lip balm. This one's the Soothing, Cooling, Refreshing. I don't know. I need some now. And that's it. That's what I brought. Oh, wait, one more. I missed this somehow. Pure. This is one of the few products I really love from Pure. This is the 4-in-1 pressed mineral makeup, but I use this as a setting powder. And I like it. That's it. Now I can put all this stuff away and I don't have to keep reaching in here and making sure I put it back. And now we can do Q&A for 12 minutes. I really wanted to do it longer. I was so sad. Maybe we'll do like a full-on Q&A next week. If you guys want me to. If you think you have enough questions. I always feel like Q&As are kind of weird in that, like, do you really want to know what I have to say? I'm kind of like hoping you do, but I don't know if you do or not. Real Carolina Queen, I want the first question. LOL, will you try the new Yoga Skin Foundation routine from What's It to Makeup this morning? Really like to see it done. That was the first thing I thought of is I want to try that on camera and see how it looks. I feel like it's going to look like an oily, greasy mess. Lacey, what do you think about Makeup Revolution eyeshadows? They're okay. Honestly, I've had more misses than hits. I feel like the Emily palettes were probably the most hit of any Makeup Revolution eyeshadows I've ever tried. But they're still kind of just okay for me. They're not bad, but they're okay. I like them better than Profusion. Okay. Let's see. Melissa says, what shade do you have in the Pure Powder? This is Light. That's a boring name. Light. Banshee Muse. Knowing the Living Proof Dry Shampoo is not worth the price. It's all right. I don't think I've ever tried the Living Proof Dry Shampoo. This one is I don't know what that was. This is it's like a styling thing. I do like the Living Proof heat protectant stuff. I use that all the time. Let's see, Goddess 131. What high-end brand do you want to try this year? None. I would really like to do more drugstore stuff. Because I feel like if I can find good, solid drugstore products that are stinking amazing, we don't have to spend so much money on the high-end stuff. So honestly, like I'd rather go the other way with my channel more, like for like lower price stuff. Can't think of anything high-end that I want to try this year. Nothing. I don't know. Maybe I'll change my mind though. I don't know. DJ's wife. Hello, my friend. Will you be trying the Morphe complexion products? I'd like to. I think it's so weird. Have you guys seen like what's going on with the Morphe foundation? Like Nicole Concilio swatched them, and she said something about how some of the shades were staining her skin. What? Because she got the whole line, I guess, sent to her. So maybe the deeper shades were staining her skin since she's so light. What? Really? Supposedly, this is all the rumors I've heard. I tried to reach out to my contact at Morphe, but it's been the weekend, so she hasn't gotten back to me for the ingredient list because I won't get my hands on the ingredient list. But that's one thing, is that Nicole said they stain her skin, and the shade range seems to be like 40 shades of light and 5 shades of medium and 5 shades of deep. It seems like super weird. I don't know. That's kind of what's happening right now with it. I will probably try them because I want people to, I think people will be curious to know what I think of it. I do plan on getting it now in my brain. Like I'm making that decision right this moment. I think I might get them. Maybe I'll get like a few of them in like a similar shade thing so we can swatch them next to each other. Because I'm not going to get the Morphe collection. Morphe has never sent me anything. I would imagine they never will. And if I were Morphe, I wouldn't send me anything either, to be honest with you. Kristen, have you ever tried the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Perfect Foundation? Yes, I did not like it. They did send it to me. I did not like it. I thought about doing a full review on it, but I had already talked so much about, like, done a lot with the concealer, and I don't know. I just kind of went by the wayside. It might show up in a favorites and fails. And and the other thing was I'd only used it. I didn't use it enough to do like a full review on it. So it kind of got pushed down, but I didn't really like it, to be honest. I like the concealer though. I like the ColourPop better, but I do like the concealer. Empress says Makeup Revolution eyeshadows are overall good and need a bit of work. Yeah, I totally agree. Oh no, it skipped down. Hold on a second. Let me scroll up a little bit. Okay. Trying to find where I was. Oh, there's Carolina Queen. Oh, I lost it now. Felissa says, what happened with your arm in the James Charles palette? I just rubbed my skin raw. Because first I found the dupes one day, well, 2 days. Over 2 days, I found the dupes. And then the next, which takes a while because you have to swatch and then you have to wipe it off because you run out of space. And so next time I'm going to use like my leg or something to find the dupes, like use my thigh to find the dupes. And then, you know, so I have nice fresh skin on my arm. But then 49 shadows, showing all of them. And then I did the full palettes. So by the end of it, I would imagine I washed my arm at least 100 times in a period of 4 days. You know, one day and then one day off and then another day and then 3 days in a row. So it just takes some, you know. Leslie, what do you think the glass skin look will be big? Do you think the glass skin look will be big? No, I don't, because it's not dramatic enough. I think in order for something to be a big trend, it needs to be difficult and it needs to be dramatic and it needs to show up well on camera. And I think the glass skin is too subtle for people to, it's got to stand out. There has to be something dramatic about it, whether it looks beautiful on people or not. It doesn't matter. People don't care. People want some art to look at. And that will be the thing people talk about, which is kind of sad because there are probably a lot of things and techniques that people could learn how to do, but they don't evoke enough emotion in order to get traction in social media. MB, have you tried Gold Elements face products? Nope. Queen Anna, what have you been asked that you were most surprised someone wanted to know about you? I don't know. I'm a pretty open person, so not much surprises me. I've always been a very open person. Leon, do you use Kat Von D Beauty? Yes, I use the eyeliner. Ever since the debacle, I haven't purchased anything, but I could potentially purchase something in the future. I do have a video about cancel culture and how that's going to affect my channel. It made a lot of people mad, but I have to make some kind of decision on what I'm going to do with all these canceled brands. So that's all in there. Basically, I'm not canceling anybody except for ones where I feel like there's a danger customer service-wise. I do have a the Truthful YouTuber tag coming out on Wednesday where I'll go more into details about that. I know some people get mad when people buy controversial brands, but I can't do it. I'm done with it. I'm done with it. It's so frustrating having this job, and it's just so like it's too much. It pushed me over the edge, and I snapped. And I made a video about how I snapped. It's too much. Do I agree with her personal choices all the time? Absolutely not. But it's makeup, man. I can't. I just can't. It's too much. Or just not a question, but your skin looks luminous. Thank you so much. Luana says, have you looked into the Clinique ID moisturizer? Nope. I don't even know what that is. I'm not a big Clinique person. The only thing I really love by Clinique is they take the day off. Stuff's amazing. TB, have you ever tried the Ofra Vitamin C skincare line? No. That sounds amazing. That sounds super fab. After I do this video on my current skincare routine, I'm going into Derma E, but that sounds amazing. Kind of want to like call my contact over at Ofra and be like, dude, I didn't even know they had a vitamin C skincare line. Tori, how are you going to review the Morphe foundation? We talked about that. Yes, probably, most likely. I don't like to say yes 100% to anything. Chelsea, not a question, but I purchased my first Beauty Looks Lucky bag, and I'm so excited. I'm excited to get mine too. I actually, no, I'm going to save that because that's in Wednesday's video. I'm not gonna give you spoilers. It's in Wednesday's video. I'm not gonna say anything. This is, oh, I already got that part. Trying to find more questions. Rudda Pickle, what's the best eye makeup remover for eyes? Clinique, take the day off. Yes, definitely. Hands down, Clinique, take the day off. Jenny Knowles, I would love to know what skincare you're using. Your skin looks amazing. Thank you so much. Some of it, though, honestly, some of it's genetic. Some of it, because my dad's side of the family looks super, super young. My mom looks really young, too. Like my aunt, like my dad's sister, I haven't seen her in I don't know how many years because we don't keep in good contact, but last time I saw her, she looked 20 years younger than she is. Like, my aunt is gorgeous. But both my parents are pretty good-looking people. I have to say so myself. I got good-looking parents. Let's see. Sorry, I'm all these long pauses. Kitty says, Ulta skincare sale, what do you recommend? I can't off the top of my head. I'd have to really look at it and dig into it. Debbie, did you get makeup for Christmas? Yes. And actually, I just realized I told a mistruth. I have bought something Kat Von D. I bought this for myself because it was on super sale. I forgot that I bought this. I didn't do that on purpose. Sometimes I say things and then I realize I was wrong. I bought this because it was on super sale and because I watched Nady from Poplux review it. And I always wanted it. And also because there's a shade called Baltimore that I just wanted in my life, and it was really cheap. And then I bought some stuff from Joseph Colors. I bought some of their holiday stuff. But I bought it all for myself. And I bought it all on super sale with rebates and discounts. Teresa, I hear a lot of good stuff about Fenty foundation. What do you think? I don't really like Fenty foundation, to be honest with you. It breaks up on me. And it doesn't work with all of my my primers. It's very fickle with what primer I can use with it. And I haven't memorized which primer it works with. So I'll put it on, and then one day it'll break up, and another day it won't. And I need to just put a note in my notepad. Fenty foundation works good with X primer. And it doesn't seem to follow ingredient rules as far as which primers it works with. So I don't really like the Fenty foundation that much, to be honest with you. I know a lot of people love it. I don't really like it that much. Mitchell says, drugstore recommendations for tinted everyday moisturizers. I don't have any, man. I'm sorry. I need to do more drugstore stuff. I used to use the Garnier BB cream, and I loved that, but I don't even know if they even sell that stuff anymore. But that was my go-to, but I don't know if they sell it. Do they still sell the Garnier BB cream? I don't know. Drugstore stuff. I really need to do more drugstore stuff, Alyssa and Kiki. Mama Goonie, what's up? Are you going to try the pizza palette from Glamlight? No, because by the time I got it and tested it, it'll be over. But I did see a lot of people jumped on it and did reviews of it, which I'm so excited. I'm always excited when an indie brand it gets love from larger YouTubers. It makes me happy. I don't watch any of them, so I don't know if it's good or not. But JC says, will you try the new Fendi products? Maybe. Possibly. I don't know. If there's a demand for it. Possibly. I feel like more like everybody's screaming for Morphe. I feel like that's kind of the thing. But if like people want me to review, I mean, really, it's whatever the request is where I go. Jennifer, a good skincare routine for your large pores. I would definitely recommend going on the What's Up and Makeup Facebook group and talking to them about large pores products. Pericone, no idea how to use the Pericone products. I would say, I don't know which specific products you got. Look up Korean skincare routines and see if you can fit your products into those categories, because they tell you what order to put things in on. And that worked great for me, the order like of the Korean skincare routine, based on, you don't need every single thing in a Korean skincare routine, but it gives you a nice outline of how to do it. And then, yeah, or you can always email Pericone. I'm sure they would help you with it. Flora says drugstore prices are creeping up there. I know, girlfriend, I know. Nikki says, have you tried Joe Fresh makeup? I haven't. It doesn't look very good. It doesn't look good at all. Lisa, have you tried any of the Clad makeup from Sally Beauty? Yes, it's excellent. It's absolutely excellent. I have a video on it. The eyeshadows especially are absolutely excellent. Definitely one of the best drugstore eyeshadow formulas out there. Favorite drugstore foundation? Honestly, I haven't been using a lot of drugstore foundation lately. And if I haven't used something in the past 5 months or so, I don't want to recommend anything. For me, actually, you know what? That's not true. The CoverGirl foundation I've been really liking. But I know it doesn't work for everybody, so I hesitate to recommend it because I know this is the one. This one, I personally really, really like it. I got this in PR from CoverGirl. This is M15. I love it. I would say this one's my current favorite, but there's been others in the past that have been current favorites, and I don't think this one stands out more than those. But I got it in PR, so I got it, you know, to my house, and I haven't spent a lot of time going to the drugstore and purchasing things. Everything I try that's drugstore, it's because it's sent to me in PR, and I don't think that that's very well-rounded. I need to go to the drugstore and purchase things and try them and review them. That's a goal for 2019. Hopefully, I'm able to achieve it. I try not to make promises. Yeah, if I had to say that one, but I don't feel like that's a very thorough opinion in that I haven't tried a lot of drugstore foundations in a while. Oh my gosh, it's an hour and 3 minutes in. Oh my gosh. Let me do one more. Real Carolina Queen, what do you do? What do you do to help you when you have not been able to think of unique content for your channel? I don't have that problem. My problem is I have too many ideas, and I know that might sound bad. But what I would recommend is to look at What's Up in Makeup, look and see what's coming out, look in the comment section, see what people are excited about. Go to What's Up in Makeup in the Facebook group, see what people are talking about, what people are excited about, and focus on those products. Use What's Up in Makeup Facebook group as a as kind of a guide. Like, what are people interested in? What are people talking about? That would be a great place to start. You could take inspiration from other people's videos and then credit them. I've done that before, especially with like people like Lauren May Beauty and Angelica Nyquist, sorry, and you know, Georgia Harris, and some of those channels, those smaller influencers. They're not even smaller; they're like big now, but they have fantastic ideas. You know, take inspiration from them, and a lot of them. And Samantha March. If you go over there, and they have great videos that you don't have to spend a lot of money on, where you just kind of use what you have and then comment on it, which I think is stinking genius to do those things. But definitely credit if you take. Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to hit my microphone. If you take inspiration from anybody, I know you will, but those would be my recommendations for that. I don't want to stop, but I need to. Alyssa, what do you think about ColourPop eyeshadow? They're good. They're good. I like them better than Makeup Revolution, but not as much as Collab. I like ColourPop as a little better than Morphe, except for the Jaclyn Hill palette, which is better than ColourPop. I like it better than the James Charles palette. No, about equal. About equal to the James Charles palette. No, better than the James Charles palette, because that one's a pain in the butt to work with. I'm like going back and forth in my head. Like 80%, 60%, 20%. What is happening in my brain? It's like this. All right, I gotta go. Well, what we'll do is let's do just a straight on Q&A next week. I think that would be fun because we're 5 minutes over and my son has a play date in like 30 minutes and I need to like get dressed. I brushed my teeth though. I need to get dressed. But thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. Thank you for being part of the collective brain. If I talked about anything that you want to comment on, definitely come back after the video renders and comment on it. If you said something you want everybody to know that are in that you said in the collective brain this morning, but I didn't read it. Want everybody to know, come back, leave a comment. Big love and hugs to Latina and Julio. I'm so happy that you're here. For those that celebrate Three Kings Day, happy holiday with the family. Love it. Love it. I need to look up Three Kings Day because that's something I'm totally ignorant of. I need to look it up. But happy holiday if you celebrate. And mad love to you. I will see you in a video very, very soon. Bye. I should have given a warning. People are complaining about my buys. Well, next time I'll be like a warning. I'm about to say bye. Bye. Have a good one.